Hello students, next example, let V equal to M2 of R, A and B is a 2 by 2 matrix, A equal to A1, A2, A3, A4, B equal to B1, B2, B3, B4. Both are the members of V, where V equal to M2 of R. Define A plus B equal to A1 plus B1, A2 plus B2, A3 plus B3, A4 plus B4. And C into A equal to C into A1 0, 0, C into A4, C belongs to R. Show that V is not a vector space over R. Here addition is defined, usual addition on matrix, and C into A is defined C into A1 0, 0, C into A4. In previous video we have already seen that the matrix is a vector space under usual addition and usual multiplication. Here definition of addition is a usual addition. So properties first, second, third, fourth, fifth are satisfied because addition is usual addition. First, A plus B belongs to V, where AB belongs to V, V equal to M2 of R. Second, commutativity property, A plus B equal to B plus A. Third, associativity property, A plus B plus C equal to A plus B plus C. Next, additive identity, A plus O is the null matrix equal to A. And fifth is additive inverse, A plus minus A equal to identity. Identity means null matrix. This is your exercise to show that these properties are satisfied. Next property is multiplication, C into A. C into A is C is scalar, A is the matrix. C into A is A1, A2, A3, A4 equal to multiplication defined as C into A1 0, 0, C into A4. Means this entry is 0 and this entry is C into A1, C into A4, which is belongs to V, because already C into A is defined like this. So C into A belongs to V. Next property, distributive property, C into A plus B equal to C into A plus C into B. Next property is C plus D into A equal to C into A plus D into A. Here C is scalar, A and B are the matrices which are belongs to M2 of R. Here CD are scalars and A is the matrix. This is your exercise to show that distributive axioms. Now, next property, also your exercise, which is associative property under multiplication. C into D into A equal to C into D into A, where CD are scalars, A is the matrix. And next property is C into A, where C is 1, means scalar identity, 1 into A or 1 into A. 1 into A is nothing but the 1 into A1, A2, A3, A4. Now scalar multiplication is defined, C into A equal to C into A1 0, 0, C into A4. Means here 1 into A1 0, 0, 1 into A4. So which is equal to A1 0, 0, A4. For multiplicative identity, 1 into A must be equal to A, but this matrix is not equal to A. So multiplicative identity does not exist in V. V means M2 of R. Means last axioms is not satisfied for V, so V is not a vector space. Not a vector space. Next, for this ninth property, here example is finished. For your exercise, C into D into A is nothing but the C into D into A is A1, A2, A3, A4 equal to C into multiplication is D into A1, 0, 0, D into A4 equal to C into D into A1, 0, 0, C into D into A4, and this must be equal to C into D into A equal to C into D. A is A1, A2, A3, A4. Multiplication is defined like this. C into D into A1, 0, 0, C into D into A4. Means this and this equal. So associativity property under multiplication is satisfied for V. Similarly, you can show that distributive axioms. Next example. The polynomial space Pn of t for n greater equal 0, the set Pn of all polynomials of degree less than or equal to n of the form P of t equal to a0 plus a1t plus a2t square plus and so on plus an t raised to n. a0, a1 and so on an t belongs to R. Pn of t is a vector space over R. To show that Pn of t is a vector space over R, Pn of t is defined like this: a0 plus a1t plus a2t square plus and so on plus an t raised to n. Pn of t is the set of all polynomials of degree less than or equal to n. Means degree of P of t is less than n or equal to n. Next, a0, a1 and so on an t belongs to R. Now first axiom is closure. Take two polynomials which are belongs to Pn of t. Means P and Q belongs to Pn of t. So P is in the form of a0 plus a1t plus and so on plus an t raised to n, and Q equal to b0 plus b1t plus and so on plus bn t raised to n. आता इथे काय सांगितले? Pn of t is the set of all polynomials of degree less than or equal to n. Means p ची डिग्री n पण असू शकते किंवा n पेक्षा कमी पण असू शकते. सिमिलरली फॉर q, ह्या दोघींची डिग्री सेम असेल का? नाही, ती मे बी डिफरंट पण असू शकते. आता त्यासाठी ॲडिशन होल्ड होती का ते बघायचं. आता तुम्ही म्हणाल इथं पण n घेतलं, इथं पण n घेतलं, म्हणजे डिग्री काय झाली? सेम. पण ह्या n ची व्हॅल्यू वेगळी असू शकते, ह्या n ची व्हॅल्यू वेगळी असू शकते, याची 2 असू शकते, याची 3 असू शकते. तरी काही प्रॉब्लेम आहे का? नाही. नाउ p प्लस q इक्वल टू p इज a0 प्लस a1t प्लस एंड सो ऑन प्लस an t रेज टू n प्लस q इज b0 प्लस b1t प्लस एंड सो ऑन प्लस bn t रेज टू n. Now comparing the coefficients of variable and take this addition, we get a0 plus b0 plus a1 plus b1 t, sorry, t take outside because t is the common variable for a1 and b1, plus and so on plus an plus bn t raised to n. Here ai bi belongs to R, therefore their addition also belongs to I. So definition is satisfied because P of t equal to a0 plus a1t plus a2t square plus and so on plus an t raised to n, and a0, a1 and so on an t belongs to R. Means coefficients of t, t square, constant and t raised to n are belongs to R. Here also coefficients of t, t raised to n means a0 plus b0 is constant which is belongs to R. a1 plus b1 belongs to R. Similarly, an plus bn belongs to R. So, p plus q belongs to Pn of T. Definition is satisfied for p plus q. Similarly, commutativity property, associative property are also satisfied. P plus q, p and q already taken in first. So here we directly write two polynomials p and q, a0 plus a1t plus and so on, plus an t raised to n plus b0 plus b1t plus and so on plus bn t raised to n. a0 plus b0 plus a1 plus b1 t plus and so on plus an plus bn t raised to n equal to a0 plus b0 can be written as b0 plus a0. Similarly for a1 b1 an bn plus b1 plus a1 t plus and so on plus bn plus an t raised to n. Since ai bi belongs to R, so ai plus bi equal to bi plus ai. Commutativity property satisfied in R. So this can be written as b0 plus b1t plus and so on plus bn t raised to n plus a0 plus a1t plus and so on plus an t raised to n. This equal to this. So this polynomial is nothing but dq plus this polynomial is nothing but dp, or you can write as q of t plus p of t, because this polynomial are in the variables of t, so q of t plus p of t. Next, commutativity property is satisfied here. Now next is associativity property. P plus q plus r must be equal to p plus q plus r. This is your exercise. It is easy to show that associativity property satisfied in Pn of t. Next, additive identity. P belongs to Pn of t and zero polynomial also belongs to Pn of t. P equal to a0 plus a1t plus and so on plus an t raised to n, and zero polynomial can be written as 0 plus 0 into t plus and so on plus 0 into t raised to n. Now take the addition of these two polynomials, p plus 0 polynomial equal to p is a0 plus a1t plus and so on plus an t raised to n plus 0 polynomial is 0 plus 0 into t plus and so on plus 0 into t raised to n, which is equal to, now first compare the constants a0 plus 0, take, now comparing the coefficients of t we get a1 plus 0 into t plus and so on plus an plus 0 into t raised to n. Here ai belongs to R and 0 belongs to R. So ai plus 0 equal to ai, because 0 is the identity in R, that's why ai plus 0 equal to ai. So a0 plus 0 is a0 plus a1 plus 0 is a1 into t plus and so on plus an plus 0 is an into t raised to n, which is nothing but dp. So p plus 0 equal to p. So additive identity exists in Pn of t. Zero polynomial is the additive identity in Pn of t. Next, additive inverse. Next property. P of t belongs to Pn of t. There must be minus pt also belongs to Pn of t. Means P of t plus minus P of t equal to P of t is a naught plus a1t plus and so on plus an t raised to n plus minus P of t means coefficient of these variables are nothing but d in the negative sign, minus a naught minus a1t plus and so on plus minus an t raised to n. Now add these two polynomials, we get a naught plus minus a naught plus a1 plus minus a1 into t plus and so on plus an plus minus an t raised to n. A naught minus a naught 0 plus a1 minus a1 0 into t plus and so on plus an minus an is 0 into t raised to n. Since ai minus ai belongs to R, ai plus minus ai equal to 0, and this polynomial is nothing but the zero polynomial. So P of t plus minus P of t equal to 0 means minus P of t is the negative of P of t which is belongs to in Pn of t, means additive inverse exists in Pn of t. Next property, scalar multiplication. C into P of t, C is scalar which is belongs to R. C into a naught plus a1t plus and so on plus an t raised to n equal to C into a naught plus C into a1 plus and so on plus C into t plus and so on C into an t raised to n. C into a naught belongs to R, C into a1 belongs to R, C into an belongs to R because C belongs to R, ai belongs to R, I running from 1 to and so on n. C into ai also belongs to R. So these coefficients R belongs to R. So C into P of t belongs to Pn of t. Next, C belongs to R, P Q belongs to Pn of t. So C into P plus Q must be equal to C into P plus C into Q. It is easy to show that distributive law satisfies in Pn of t. Similarly, CD belongs to R, P belongs to Pn of t, C plus D into P equal to Cp plus Dp. It is also easy to show that. So these two are your exercise. Just a minute. Next property is also your exercise, which is associativity property under multiplication. CD belongs to R and P belongs to Pn of t. So C into D into P equal to C into D into P. Next, multiplicative identity. 1 belongs to Pn of t. 1 can be write as in the form of Pn of t, means in the form of polynomial 1 plus 0 into t plus and so on plus 0 into t raised to n, and P belongs to Pn of t. So 1 into P equal to 1 into a naught plus a1t plus and so on plus an t raised to n equal to 1 into a naught plus 1 into a1t plus and so on plus 1 into an t raised to n equal to 1 into a naught plus 1 into a1 t plus and so on plus 1 into an t raised to n. Since 1 belongs to R, ai belongs to R, so 1 into ai equal to ai I running from 1 to and so on n. This polynomial is nothing but the P, so 1 into P equal to P. Multiplicative identity exists in Pn of t. All the 10 axioms are satisfied. all the 10 axioms are satisfied by Pn of t under addition and multiplication. Therefore, Pn of t is the vector space. Here we stop.